Okay, the next topic is unlikely things to hear on a gardening programme.
There's something about eating food that's come from your own garden. This is quite a hearty stew I've made out of a squirrel I shot with an air rifle.
Well, to answer your question, I tend to keep mine on a hose reel, but then I'm very lucky down there.
These pine trees smell suspiciously of air freshener.
My advice would be don't splash out on expensive gnomes. Do what I do and just simply varnish some small children I found playing in the park.
I call this my Blue Peter garden because it's the first place that I blew Peter.
Remember, the trick is to get your pitchfork right through it before you take it and throw it back over the fence.
Well, we've had a letter from Mrs. Smith of Epsom who's asked us to identify something that she has found in her garden. Well, Mrs. Smith, that is a dog turd.
I've got a letter here from Maureen in Doncaster who's asking a question about herbs. In response to your letter, Maureen, I would recommend about £200 for an ounce, and if it's really good shit, 300.
Well, that is the wheelbarrow, and tomorrow I'll show you another sexual position.
So it's quite simple to take up an old patio. All you do is just leave it. Let's not talk about it ever again.
I woke up in a field of aubergines the other day. I thought, none of these baby seals have faces.
Right, welcome to the UKIP garden. Sod the lawns, let's concentrate on them borders.
So you could use a lawnmower or a strimmer, although I would recommend waxing.
Take the shovel, force it right down like that. Save your fortune in vet's fees having it put down professionally.
Help! I'm being attacked by pineapples! Help! Help!
I like to plant my herbs in alphabetical order. People say to me, how do you find the time? I say, it's there next to the sage.
At the end of that round, the points go to Ed here in Milton. Okay, the next topic is unlikely letters for an agony aunt to receive.
Dear Deirdre, I'm leaving you.
I want to trace my father. Could you suggest a good marker pen?
I have recently discovered the pleasures of butter in sex. I smear it on the doorknob to stop the kids coming in.
My voice is breaking and there is hair on my chest. Is this normal? Yours, Sally Jenkins, age 9.
Dear bitch, I have trouble making friends. What are you going to do about it?
Dear Deirdre, can that giant man lift me up like a baby?
You bet your ass he can.
I have been saving up for a sex change. I don't care what my wife says. She is going to have it.
Dear Auntie, my testicles are the size of space hoppers. I don't need any advice, I just wanted to tell someone.
My husband and I are 82, and he has recently lost interest in sex. Thank God!
My wife says that I'm a compulsive liar. I think she's jealous that my reggae duet with Rio Ferdinand has reached #1.
I know where you live!
My problem is that I can only ejaculate when I hear a buzzer.
The next topic is things you don't want to hear at Christmas.
I thought we'd have a vegetarian dinner!
It's exactly what I wanted. Princess Diana Scalextrics.
Ding dong merrily on high.
Now, you know that I told you that Dad died in his canoe?
I'm sorry, there was no chimney, so I came through the central heating system. I think I've buggered your boiler.
She's not my granny, and she's not your granny. Whose granny is she?
This year, I have decided to give my Christmas broadcast completely naked.
Mummy, look what we found in these stockings. Daddy.
Did you know that if we took all the money we spent on presents every year and gave it to the homeless, they'd probably spend it on booze?
Oh, yes, this year we're pushing the boat out. We're having a duck, in a goose, in a turkey, in a dog, in a horse, in an old lady.
We've got a problem. Mum doesn't know whether Slutty Vixens 3 is a play, a TV show, or a film.
You know, there are so many unwanted dogs about at Christmas. This year we thought, why bother with a turkey?
Bad news for children. Father Christmas has gone into administration.
Who wants stuffing? Granny?
Yes, the answer I was looking for was Gove announces exam changes. This is the news that Education Secretary Michael Gove has announced a new English baccalaureate certificate to replace GCSEs. From 2015, students will work towards a demanding 3-hour exam at the end of a 2-year course rather than the current combination of coursework, modular exams and multiple retakes.
He's even invented an exam that thicker kids won't be able to pronounce. It's the back of what? The back of what? The back. Oh, give me a shovel, I'll go down to mine.
I think the idea is if you're academic, then you get a baccalaureate, and otherwise they teach you practical skills like how to baccalaureate.
The Tories have assured us that under this system no child will be left behind, but how can we take Tory promises that no child will be left behind seriously when their leader's David Cameron?
What's the, do you know what the abbreviation is?
It's called
EBC.
EBAC.
It's called the EBAC.
Which is when Yorkshire people make payment over the internet.
I thought that was something from Star Wars, isn't that?
Yes, it was. Do you know who hated the EBACs?
I bet you can't do the impression. Skywalker! Your EVACs will not qualify you to run the Empire.
There's been a lot of debate over, whether grades have been devalued, and I was discussing that recently with my nephew, Professor Timmy.
So, hang on, sorry, because it's one of these things that I genuinely am always perplexed about, coming from a different country as I have, with my spices and my
Really?
silks.
You don't?
to your nation. And there's so many great things about it, except your exams, which are mad. And not that the education, by the way, is great. I'm not saying anything about the education people get here. It's fantastic. But the exams are mad.
There are people who, when confronted with an exam paper, just go to pieces completely and forget how to count. And I think it's very unfair that they are marking the papers.
When I... There are people who just shouldn't be taking exams. My friend Carl was at sixth form college with a girl who got her A-level results, and when she pulled out the piece of paper, the 3 letters telling her what her future would be, she went, that spells none.
People make an awful lot about the pressure that kids are under, and I suppose they are, but speaking as an ex-teacher, when it comes to exam time, there's far worse pressure on the teachers, because you have to spend sometimes 4 or 5 hours in those halls just walking up and down, and it's a recipe for insanity. I had no choice when I was teaching but to invent a game called Compile. It was just to see who could walk up and down the aisle the campest. We started off just sort of slightly mincing. Honestly, by the end of it, I was walking down a full aisle of children like this. And I knew it was time for me to leave teaching when I got to the end of one aisle, genuinely. During an actual GCSE, a kid looked up at me and went...
So were you essentially voguing your way?
I'm not exaggerating. By the end of it, I was like...
The thing is, they want to make the exams harder, don't they? You know, but surely they're hard enough already if your teacher is walking up and down, helping it up.
Oh, no, I'm still qualified, technically. We'll have to cut this bit out.
Really? Is that your safety net?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Do you think anybody, having seen you in In-Betweeners, anybody is ever going to...
Well, you've always got to trade. What is the problem with it?
I did a gig at the University of Central England, which is in Birmingham. That's what they're trying to hide from you. And as an opening line, I said, UCE! So called because that's the grades it takes to get in. But I had to explain it to them.
I'll tell you, I was in an exam when I was at school. My mate, at the back of the hall went... we were all waiting to leave. Someone at the back of the hall went... Meow. And Mr. Mearden, the exam invigilator, went... And then someone else went... Meow. And then... Meow. From different parts of the hall, and it led to my favourite sentence I've ever heard come out of an adult's mouth, which was, all right, no one leaves until the meowing stops.
At the end of that round, the points go to Chris, Hugh and Gary. Our next round is called If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? On the board are 6 categories. Sean, which category would you like?
Go for environment.
Environment it is. The answer is 95%. What is the question?
Is it the percentage of a Domino's pizza left before I think, what am I doing with my life?
If somebody tells me that Mark Darcy has been killed off for the next Bridget Jones book, what are the chances that I don't give a shit?
Does it express 19/20ths as a fraction?
That's not a fraction.
38.
Not 250.
Oh, the other way around. No.
How much of Peter Crouch is limbs?
Is it what proportion of accidents in hand grenade shops are caused by assistants saying, can I have your pin, please?
What percentage of Hawaii's income is made by Milton buying shirts?
Is it express 19/20ths as a percentage?
Is it, if I send a text on the new iPhone, how much battery will it drain?
Is it, how sure am I, Merry Christmas, that this answer will end up in the Christmas compilation?
Is it Express 76 80ths as...
It's whatever they're called.
Is it, what are the chances I'm going to shove Miles' abacus up his arse?
Is it, what are the chances Richard Dawkins will be turned away from heaven?
Is it what rating does Paradise currently have on TripAdvisor?
Is it what looks like one neighbour talking to another neighbour over the fence about the two big numbers in his garden?
Okay, I'm going to have to move you towards, if I possibly can, towards the correct answer.
Is it what are the chances that humans created climate change?
That's absolutely right. Very, very good. Thank you very much. Well done. Josh. Really enjoyable. Now we come to our final quickfire round called Scenes We'd Like to See. This is for everyone, so if you go over to the performance area, please. I call it ideas for scenarios we'd love to see, and the performers come in with their suggestions. OK, here we go. The first subject is commercials that never made it to air.
Masturbation. Are you getting your 5 a day?
Worried about bankruptcy? Then why not paddle your canoe into the middle of the ocean?
Lidl's own brand shampoo, because you're worthless.
If you hit me at 40 miles an hour, there's an 80% chance I'll die. If you hit me at 30 miles an hour, there's an 80% chance I'll live. Stop trying to hit me.
Poor and too lazy to cook. That's why mums shop at Iceland.
This isn't just a GIMP mask. This is an S&M GIMP mask.
Do your knickers feel uncomfortable on? Try Bacardi Breeze.
You find flying boring? Fly Qantas, you might die.
The Daily Mail. Racist in public, so you don't have to be.
I'm Fern Britton, and this machine took 2 stone off me. It's a bacon slicer.
I'm John McCain. Why not buy my fitness video?
Are you thinking of drinking and driving? Remember, the M20 is surprisingly quiet on a Saturday night.
We've lost your bags. We've lost your bags. Dee 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 dee.
From Gillette comes the new Sensor Uber XL. For that closest ever shave. In fact, this one slices your face like a potato peeler. It's too close. Get the previous Gillette Sensor. It turns out we couldn't get closer than that one.
31 million names on 3 great discs. Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs. Now that's what I call a monumental cock-up, Volume 1.
Max Mosley doesn't do Nazi-themed orgies, but if he did, they'd probably be the best Nazi-themed orgies in the world.
OK, next topic is bad things to hear on opening the door in the middle of the night.
Hello, I'm Dara O'Brien. I'd like to talk to you about Mock the Week.
I'm back from my canoe trip.
I saw a peeping Tom in your garden, but I warned him. This is my patch.
I come to fix your washing machine. You asked for a call-out between 12 and 5.
Hello, I'm afraid my cock is stuck in your letterbox.
Hello. I'm Max Mosley, and I've been a very naughty boy.
I'm afraid your husband's been murdered. Could I borrow a shovel?
Hello, I'm Gordon Brown. Just hold me.
OK, at the end of that round, the points go to Russell, Mark and Andy!
Now we play a round called Bake Off as Mocked Off. This game involves Ivo Graham and Ed Gamble, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This round is a stand-up challenge. I launched a wheel of news, and whoever chooses to stop one of our performers must step forward and talk about that subject. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel, please. And the topic is technology. Ivo.
I think our generation were a bit of a crossover generation when it came to modern technology. So, for example, I had access to computers as a teenager at my school, but not proper video games. So the video games that I played as a teenager were the ones that came free with the computers. And let me tell you what a rock and roll mid-noughties existence that was. Those long afternoons on my own spent playing Minesweeper, playing pinball, and trying to scroll down all the way to the bottom of Microsoft Excel. Not strictly a video game, but when you're lonely enough, still feels like an achievement. And I'm proud to stand here now and boast in front of you all that I've completed Excel and lived to tell the tale. I've gone where few mortals dare to tread. All the way down, all the way right. Written my name in that bottom right-hand Excel cell. I won't tell you what that cell is called, it would blow your minds. Spent a joyous moment just hovering over Control-P. Just imagining the carnage. Did I have the balls? The sheer granite testes to print off the entirety of Excel on the school paper supply. I didn't in the end, but the thought experiment was enough alone. Then in my last year, we got a games console, our first group video game, Mario Kart. If you're not familiar with it, it's the greatest video game and thing of all time. Since tried intercourse, still prefer Mario Kart. In Mario Kart, you're actively encouraged to finish first. And if you do, there's no shame.
Well done, Ivo Graham. OK, that leaves us with Ed. Let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is relationships. There you go.
I am in a serious relationship. That's what she makes me say. Serious. I'm in a serious relationship. This is my partner. Sounds like you're in a law firm, is what it sounds like. Serious relationship. Sounds like a disease. How's your relationship? I'm sorry to say it's serious. I'm not in a serious relationship, I'm in a silly relationship. You tell me if you think this sounds like a serious relationship. The other day, me and my girlfriend were having a discussion about the Beatles. At some point during that discussion, she forgot George Harrison's name. Now, she previously knew George Harrison's name, but her brain did something to her that all of our brains do to us now and again. It just deleted a fact for no reason. And it panics you when that happens. You think, am I going mad? Am I going senile? You go on a spiral of panic and worry, and I could see she was worried. And any good boyfriend in that situation would have told her George Harrison's name, and I am a good boyfriend. But I am a better comedian. So what I chose to do in that situation was write down every guess that she took at George Harrison's name. I have memorised them, and I'm now going to recite them to you, the good people of Mock the Week. Here we go. Guess number one. John, Paul, Ringo, John. There it is. She thought there might have been two Johns in the Beatles. Maybe the Beatles were a double John band. And as if we'd remember them in that order, we wouldn't go John, Paul, Ringo, John. We wouldn't bookend it with Johns. It would be John, John, Paul, Ringo, John, John, or Paul, Ringo and the Johns. She knew that was wrong immediately. I squawked in her face. Guess number two. John, Paul, Ringo, Joseph. Hello, Joseph. What are you doing in there? I didn't realise the Beatles were a nativity-themed band. 3 guys with 60s hairdos, 1 child with a tea towel tied to his head. Again, she knew it was wrong. I was on the floor already. Then her brain gave her a little free pass, gave her a clue, gave her the surname. Thank you, brain. John, Paul, Ringo, Tony Harrison. Oh, Tony, you're not part of this conversation. Please remove yourself from the vicinity immediately. I said, you're half right. You're half right. I promise you, her next guess was Harrison Ford. Thank you very much.
Bravo, very good. Get into that round, the points go to Ed Gamble.
They were holding it in Northern Ireland, weren't they? And I suppose one of the advantages of holding it in Northern Ireland is if they do have any anti-G8 protesters, people in Northern Ireland are just going to laugh at them, aren't they? You know, call that a protest. We'll show you a protest.
It's good for the protesters themselves, because I would imagine Northern Ireland is one of the best places to find a cheap second-hand balaclava.
I did a tour last year and I was talking about the riots in London, and there was a point where I would go, "Did you see the riots?" to the audience, you know, and Northern Ireland, in Derry, they went, "Riots? My hole." It was like a genuine civic pride in how much better their riots were than the riots. One bloke shouted, "That was a shopping trip." And the reason I brought up always is because there's one thing when it comes to riots, and this may have been like in their mind. There's one thing that they have in Northern Ireland that the rest of the UK don't have when it comes to riots. Do you know what it is?
A loyalty card?
No.
Hello, John. Hello, yeah, back again.
Looting you again.
Yeah.
A genuine grievance?
No, a piece of equipment. It's actually the UK's, but they're all stored in Northern Ireland.
It's water cannons.
It's water cannons.
But they could make those friendlier by popping a Barocca in.
Hang on, if you put a Barocca into a water cannon...
You just get friendly foam. It'd be like a disco. Everyone would love it.
So it'll be orange. It might be a bit antagonistic.
Yeah. All of the UK's water cannons are stored in Northern Ireland. The funny thing is, if you ask that in Northern, everyone in Northern Ireland knows that. If you ask, hey, why were there no water cannons in the London riots? Everyone in Northern Ireland knows what. But if you ask in, say, Northampton, why were there no water cannons in the London riots? The genuine first answer was hosepipe ban. As if they didn't use it in case middle-class people pretended to riot to get their... Oh, come on, I'm rioting! Yeah. I'm rioting near the begonias. I'm rioting here. Now we come to scenes we'd like to see. So if everyone can make their way over to the performance area, please. I'll read out this week's topics, and then we'll see what our panellists can come up with. OK, here we go. The first subject is unlikely lines from a horror film.
You've got a flat-screen TV and brand-new trainers. I know what you did last summer.
I'm sorry, it's just you look nothing like your photo in Match.com.
Is there anybody there? Can you hear me? Is there anybody there? This is the Christian O'Connell Breakfast Show.
That was Mayor Boris Johnson with his official statement on the riots.
You seen the traffic? It's a nightmare on Elm Street. And now, Alan Bennett's long-awaited remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the Nantwich Leaf Blower kerfuffle.
What do you want? What do you want? No, I'm not paying too much for my car insurance.
I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. So I gave Mark's dinner party an 8.
Do you like scary movies, Sydney? Oh, sorry, is Sydney there, please?
if you don't keep up payments to your exorcist, there's a danger that your home will become repossessed.
Ha! Joke's on you, Dracula. I've got AIDS.
I ate his liver with some jelly beans and a nice ombongo.
I've seen the ring! I wish that builder would pull his trousers up.
I don't have to listen to you. You're just a puppet. If you don't shut up, I'm going to put you back in your box, Mr. Clegg.
I'm afraid he's been bitten by George Michael. He's turned into a vampire.
Bad things for a teacher to say.
Fight! 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 Fight!
You know the rules, Thomas. If you forget your PE kit, I take the lesson in my pants.
I'm a gun runner, robber and murderer, but the Home Office think I'm clean.
Are you chewing, boy? This is the worst blowjob I've had all day.
I don't know the answer, Watkins. I just do this job for the holidays.
It turns out you're not dyslexic, you're just really, really stupid.
I've been at this school for over 40 years. I buggered your fathers and I will bugger you.
OK, at the end of that, ladies and gentlemen, the winners are Ian, Hugh and Frankie.
The first subject is unlikely things to hear on radio.
You're listening to Radio U-Tree, the cream of the 1970s, broadcasting live from Pentonville.
This is Jazz FM. You're listening by mistake.
This is the breakfast news. The Prime Minister had porridge, the Home Secretary had muesli.
My piles are giving me so much bloody grief. No. You're listening to Smooth FM.
This is the Somali shipping forecast. Don't go out there!
This is Magic FM. Pick a frequency, any frequency.
F9 hit. A2 miss. C3 hit. That was the battle shipping forecast.
You're listening to Radio 3. Anyone? 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 Bueller? Bueller?
On Talk Radio today, we've been discussing what a tosser Nick Clegg is. And now on the line, we've got David from Central London.
That was God is Dead by Black Sabbath. You're listening to Vatican Radio.
And at #1 this week, Jedward, proving that teenage girls cannot be trusted with money.
Well, I'm in the eye in the sky with the travel report. I've waited 20 years to file this particular report. If I look down, I can see red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow...
Don't touch that dial! I'm defrosting a pie.
Next up on Radio 1, Nick Grimshaw. He's not very good, but he's only 28, so he definitely didn't get up to anything in the 1970s.
Next, Ed Miliband lays out his policies in I'm sorry I haven't a clue.
It's now 10 p.m. on Radio 4. And before the news, here's 5 minutes of free porn.
OK, here we go. The first subject is lines you wouldn't hear in a sci-fi film.
We've discovered an alien queen, and she's laid enough eggs to take over the galaxy. This writing, it says, Katuna.
I am C-3PO. This is my cousin, WD-40.
All right, Chewie, you look different after that back sack and crack wax.
My name is Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is my brother, Oh Be Careful, my sister, Oh Behave, my dog, Oh Be a Sport.
Use the Force, Luke. I've run out of lubricant.
Yeah, that's right. We aliens have learnt your language by listening to your radio broadcasts.
The androids are going berserk, Captain. Let's try switching them off and then on again.
Stardate 2171.6. Captain's log. Still won't flush. I'll try again later.
Vader, you look like a big black dildo.
Captain, I've been repeatedly firing this laser at that alien, but all I've managed to do is improve its eyesight and give it a Brazilian.
It's not easy being a Vulcan, Captain. Due to my death grip, I can't masturbate.
Had that hairball in there for years.
You're loving Chewie.
I need to break into the Death Star's computer system. Who knows Darth Maul's mother's maiden name?
Captain, the ethereal sounds being made by this beautiful dying creature from another world is some funky shit.
Now we play a round called Mockter Quinn Medicine Woman. This game involves Alan, Adam, Andy and Russell. So if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This is where we test our performers' stand-up skills. We spin our news generator, settles on a topic, and anyone can volunteer jokes about the chosen subject. The winners are the people I judge who have produced the funniest stuff. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. The first subject is religion. Who wants to come in on that? Alan Hills.
Like this. Why can you make fun of certain religions? Why can you use certain religions to promote your products and not others? Why can you use Buddha to promote products? You go to any city in the world, you will find a Buddha bar that serves Karma cocktails. You will find a chocolate Buddha restaurant with carvings of Buddha down the wall. If you go to a supermarket right now, I'm sure you'll find a brand of margarine called I Can't Believe It's Not Buddha. Why can you do that with Buddha and no other religious leader? You know why? Because there's no such thing as a Buddhist extremist. What are they going to do? Turn up at your restaurant? Yeah, if you keep calling it that, oh, I've got no choice but to wish you good karma. Shit. You could not do that with any other religious icon. You couldn't have a gym only open on Sunday mornings called Jehovah's Fitness.
Well done, Alan Hill. OK, let's spin the wheel again. The subject is transport. Who wants to come in on that? Andy Parsons.
We've now got ads telling us from the government how to use a level crossing. Now, you'd have thought it was fairly obvious, but apparently the problem is sometimes the barrier goes across the road, but it doesn't go all the way to the other side. And people think, oh, well, it's gone down on my side, but I mean, I can go around the outside, and I can go across. And you're thinking, do we need to spend thousands of government pounds telling people how to use a level crossing? Surely it's just a new form of natural selection.
Thank you very much, Andy. OK, that leaves us with Alan and Russell. Let's spin the wheel. The next topic is fashion. Who wants to come in? Alan.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool. I'm at a funny age. It's hard to get clothes right, I think. Somebody explained to me that there's a theory that the day you pick something up and think, is this too young for me, that is the day that some clothing has got too young for you. And I'm only in my early 30s, but I've had it happen already. I picked something up the other day, I thought, is this too young for me? And it was. It was some of those trainers with wheels on the heels. I think clothes matter. My mind was changed on this last December. I saw a big issue seller in the street dressed as Santa. Yeah, it's fine for us, for adults, but it was daylight, there was children in the street, and I could see one little boy looking at the big issue seller and then looking at his mum as if to say, it's not looking good for my PlayStation 3 this year.
Thank you very much, Alan. OK, Russell, let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. The subject, Russell, is etiquette.
It's like ladies with pointy breasts carrying books in a weird way. I'm really socially awkward. I met Jonathan Ross the other day, got really excited. I was having a wee backstage at a gig, and he went, "You're thingamajig, aren't you?" And for some reason I went, "I can be whoever you want me to be." Now, in a toilet, that is just a come on, you know? And with women, it's even worse. I was on a train the other day, and this lady went, "Excuse me, can you look after my bags whilst I go to the toilet?" Now, in that situation, all you've got to do is go, "Yes." But for some reason, I panicked and went, "You're not allowed to go, and it's in the station." And then they go... So she sits down, going, "Fair enough, didn't realise you were the poo goblin." Horrible moment. The train wouldn't move. Eventually it did. I swear she looked at me and went, "Can I go now?"
Thank you very much, Russell. And in that round, the points go to Adam and Alan. That leaves us with Mickey. Let's see what topic you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is food. Oh, here you go.
Now, this is one of my favourite topics because I actually hate restaurants. And my wife loves restaurants. She's middle class. She's been skiing and everything. And she loves the restaurant. She says, "Can we go to a restaurant at the weekend?" And I say, "Yes, we can." And we're there. We're barely there 2 minutes. And she's like, "Isn't it a lovely ambiance?" And I say to her, "I don't know what you're talking about." I've worked out what an ambiance is. It's a night out about poor people, isn't it, basically? It's people with a few quid to say, "Can we just have one night out about the poor people turning up? You know what they're like. They'll be banging spoons together, singing My Man's a Dustman, creating an atmosphere. We want an ambiance." So we try and enjoy the ambiance. But something's happened spoiling it for me. There's no tomato sauce on the table. Creating the situation when my wife looked at me, she said, "You're going to ask for tomato sauce, aren't you?" I said, "Yes, I am. Because I'm going to have the risotto." You can't eat risotto without red sauce. It's too dry. It's a health and safety issue. You've got to zhuzh it up with a bit of red sauce. Right? So I thought, I'm not having it. I said to the waitress, "Excuse me, do you have any ketchup in the building?" She's looked at me like I'm the worst pleb God has ever put breath in. She went off to the kitchen and I saw her making her way back with a pot about that big, about 2 chipfuls of tomato sauce. I thought, oh, here we go. She's tried to put it down and walk away like she's doing a drug deal or something. And I stopped her. I said, "Hold on, love, don't rush off." And I took a sip of it. And I looked at her, I said, "Yes, I'll have a bottle, please."
Thank you very much, Ricky. Well done.
And there they are, Scotland through to the final 16. Dear Dear Babe Station, have you actually read the trade's description of that? A few years ago, my wife and I had a baby. Well, we didn't have it straight away. We had to cook it up for a little while. And so she suggested we go to these classes run by the National Childbirth Trust in our local area. They're very middle-class antenatal classes. They're run by this fascist breastfeeding woman. Who's basically, you can go to her home on a Tuesday night. She's breastfeeding her 9-year-old son during the session. It's not awkward. All the men are checking the coving out. It's come away up there because they should have put glue both sides. That's... No, she's still doing it. What are you going to do? And I think by week 4, she's running out of ideas, so she started on the men. She said, I'm going to ask the men this evening, the men are coming on board. How might they benefit by giving birth to the baby themselves? Can we talk about those benefits? Now, there's 6 of us in a circle. I'm in trap 3. Not the best position, the worst one either. Chap number 1's in the best position. He said, if you gave birth to the baby yourself, he said you'd have an empathy with womankind and her struggle over the centuries, creating a greater relationship with your partner. I was thinking, oh, cobblers, I was going to use that one. Chap number 2 dug in, fair enough. He said, well, if you gave birth to the baby yourself, he said you'd have a bond with the child at a more primeval, physical level. Started crying. Nice touch. Mother Earth looked at me, I'm having a panic attack. It's all gone a bit hazy. She said, Michael? I said, well, at least you'd be 100% sure it was yours. Mr. Von Trapp, I'm here from the council. We've had complaints about some terrible singing coming from your house. Golden, relax. We're doing a bit of dinner, mate. You're not sorting out the Middle East here.
And the topic is fashion. OK, Mickey.
Bound to be, wasn't it? I've returned to the vest. Happened a couple of years ago. I was walking through Marx's to get me pants. You always go back to Marx's. And, they know. They look at you. They go, you come back and you went the next day and you got flash. And I saw the vest. Packet of singlet vests. I thought, I'm having them. Put them in my basket. I covered them over like pornography. Got to the counter. I said to woman, get them in the bag, love, get them in the bag. Got home, I shook one of these vests out. I thought, put it on. I thought, that is the answer. The wife came home. She said, what's all this with the vest? I said, I like them. I'm returned to the vest. She said, I don't mind, but only indoors. So for a couple of years, I've worn the vest, sort of in secret. But the other day, I'd had a couple of cans of beer and I wanted a couple more, so I got up to go out and my wife said, the vest. I said, no more. I refuse to live a lie. I'm standing up for vest wearers all over the world. I marched off down the off here. I've got 2 cans of Stella Artois. Put one in my back pocket, cracked the other one open. And I walked back from the off in my vest. I made a discovery. You drink a can of Stella and wear a vest, you get a bit of space.
Well done there. Points to Lee Flanagan.
And on Time Team tonight, we're in Stratford on Avon, where we've uncovered loads of monkey skeletons and some typewriters. To be honest, I'm not interested in all this old nonsense, really, but since the end of Blackadder, the work's been fairly hard to come by.
The topic is culture.
Thank you. I know you're thinking this man doesn't enjoy culture. Well, you're right, I hate it. Now, I am an intellectual. I know I left school with nothing, but I did go to university later on when I got a degree when I was 29. It was tough speaking up during the lecture, knowing everyone's thinking, blimey, the window cleaner's keen on me. came out, when I got the degree, I thought, that's it, I'll be interested in things now, won't I? It's all going to be fine. So I thought I'll go back to the art galleries again. Went into the art gallery. I don't like art galleries. I'm never quite sure how long you're supposed to look at the pictures for. I should give you a bit of guidance, you know, because I can crack on in a gallery, I really can. 3 or 4 minutes. Boss, that's not bad, that's not bad, that's not bad. Just mess that up. I can be over by the door in about 5 minutes. The wife's crying at a Matisse. Come on, love, there's a Wetherspoons round the corner. But the other thing is, you've got to enjoy looking at other cities, apparently. The city break, does it actually exist, the city break? Is it a real thing? Went with the wife to Prague the other week, and she said, after a couple of days, she said, are you enjoying yourself? I said, yeah, I've just paid 15 quid for 2 cups of coffee. But at least we've got that bridge to walk over again, haven't we? Because I've never done that before. Or maybe we could go to the castle. Who's the chap in the A team who would not get on the aeroplane? Was it A, B, or B, A? What's the name of that round thing that they throw in the Olympics? Discus.
And subject is fashion.
Now, I'll tell you about fashion. Now, a few years ago, I was looking for a new image. So I started going on stage like this, thinking that'll create an image for me. They'll go, oh, you've seen the geezer, stunning looking, where's his top button done? But I subsequently found out the image this tends to create is you're a wanker. So I looked into the whole issue of it, and I'll tell you the situation with the shirt button, OK? So, because the people don't really thought of like that, they tend to undo their top button. There we go. It's better, isn't it? However, it's not enough. Still a bit too high. Still a bit of tension in the room. What you really want is one more. Watch. See that? It's palpable, isn't it? Everyone's going, whoa, thank God for that. That is the level of buttonage we require from a man going out for the evening to the all bar one. Very good. However, if I go one more, I'm suddenly back to being an arsehole again. How tough is it being a man knowing that you're going through life only ever one button away from being a wanker or an arsehole?
Very good. Well done all of you. The points there. And go to Simon and Mickey. Come on, let's sit down.
Here, Sarge, pass us the art section out the Guardian, will you, mate? I was about to arrest her, Sarge, but to be honest, my bottle went because she shouted out, "I put a curse upon you!
OK. The first subject is rejected exam questions.
History. Did I delete it?
If cycling 10 miles a day uses up 400 calories, explain why Boris Johnson is still a fat bastard.
If the sun is 93 million miles away, how can that cost £32 in an Uber?
Where is Greece? Is it A, the southern Mediterranean, or B, up shit creek?
What does the French phrase déjà vu literally translate as?
Using examples of Michelangelo's work, write 500 words on why he was the best turtle.
What does the French phrase déjà vu literally translate as?
Question A. Media studies. Is it a real subject? Question B. Is it...
Using a compass and ruler, draw perfect cock and balls.
Is this a rhetorical question?
You may now commence your anal sex exam. Please turn over.
Explain how UKIP became a major force in British politics without using the word wanker.
If Jay-Z is unfortunate enough to have a problem with a bitch, how many problems does Jay-Z now have?
Aggravated violence, question 1. Why might you use a bit of rubber hose pipe? No marks.
What colour is this dress? White and gold or black and blue? Discuss.
If a train leaves the station at the correct time and arrives at its destination at the correct time, how cool would that be?
Chemistry. Me, you. Is there any?
OK, the next topic is unlikely things to say when running for US president.
I'm Hillary Clinton, and if you elect me the first female president of the United States, I promise you that on my first day in the White House, I will hire a very attractive male intern. He will be on his knees, not having sexual relations with me all day. Hashtag payback, hashtag long game.
I want to go to Washington. Why? I want to see what colour the White House is.
No, we can't!
The name Clinton is in the DNA of the White House. In fact, the DNA of Clinton are on the walls of the White House.
I know the value of family because I sold one of my children to pay for this campaign.
As president, I will welcome immigrants, because the White House is massive and it's not going to clean itself.
I will govern for all of this country, not just the metropolitan cities on the coast, but also you cousin shaggers down south.
I would like to introduce you to my new Homeland Security advisor. Say hi, Lamb Chop.
Hi.
Come on, of course I'm the guy to succeed Obama. You know what they say? Once you go black.
If you elect me America's first colourblind president, I will do everything I can to uphold the values of the brown, white and green.
I would now like to talk to you people in a language of my own devising.
I want to put more boots on the ground in Afghanistan, and also 2 more branches of Paper Chase.
What you must remember is the people we need to convince are the great American people. And most of them are as thick as pig shit.
I'd like to apologise for Mr. Trump, which is what I say when I've just farted in bed.
When I was little, I did not plan to be President of the United States. This is more like a holding job until I get to rule a good country.
I am American through and through. Cut me, and I will shoot you in the face.
I wish to have no secrets in this campaign. I wish to be completely open, and that is done. That is why I'm going to start that again, because I fucked that up.
We Republicans want to reach out to all Americans. Blacks, whites, Chinese-y-looking ones.
I want to have no secrets in this campaign, and that is why I have gathered you here tonight to tell you I shot JFK.
OK, give that round of applause to Ed, Sarah and Andy. Now we play a round called Can You Smell What the Mock is Cooking? This game involves Josh and Milton, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This round is our stand-up challenge. I launch the wheel of news, and wherever it chooses to stop, one of our performers must step forward and talk about that subject. The winner is whoever I think is the funniest. OK, let's go. Let's spin the wheel. First topic is childhood. Who wants to come in on that? Josh.
I grew up in a small village in Devon. Which was as fun as it sounds. Very little happened. To give you an idea, the most exciting thing that happened in my village was when I was 7, for a brief period, there was a bull in a field. And I was terrified of this bull. I used to walk past my dad and go, oh, don't worry about that. He's more scared of you than you are of him. And I used to think, no, he isn't, mate. Bonfire night was the worst, though, because the build-up to bonfire night was just warnings about the way it was going to go wrong. They go, oh, bonfire night's coming up. You're either going to get burnt with a sparkler or hit with a firework. My favourite was on Blue Peter every year. They'd have the same warning that applied to no one in Britain every year. They go, oh, bonfire night's coming up, and if you do own a pet tortoise... Well, and they go, if you do own a pet tortoise and it's hibernating in a box, do be careful to not absent-mindedly throw that box onto the fire. I don't know how unlikely that scenario is. So I know no one who owns a pet tortoise. Secondly, how unruly is your bonfire night getting? You go, yeah, just chuck everything on, yeah. Yeah, Guy Fawkes with their shit, show him what I think of him. Go into my houses, get my boxes, don't look in them, throw them on the fire. I don't care that the contents is snoring, throw it on, I told you. 2 months later, you walk around your house going, where the hell is Sheldon? The warnings that were wrong, the warning on sparklers, it'll burn your hands, that happened to no one. The warning on sparklers should be, if you're planning using a sparkler, do be aware you will do the same 3 shapes you did every other year. Zigzags, circles. Go on then, I'll write my own name, that is it every year. We used to have those home fireworks displays when they'd be terrifying. Most people were interested in health and safety. My dad didn't bother with that. He'd just go, well, you know, we've got 6 fireworks, the cat's got 9 lives, we're going to be fine. Be firing off fireworks towards the village like we declared war, and then the whole thing would climax with a Catherine wheel nailed to a gate failing to go off. My dad creeping up on it, us going, Dad, you're not meant to go back to a lit firework. Him going, don't worry about that, it's more scared of me than I am of it, it'll be fine.
Thank you very much, Josh. Welcome. OK, so Milton is left. Let's see what topic he has. Let's spin the wheel. Now, the topic is travel. Where you go?
Strange things do happen. Once, I saw a little green man, and I walked towards him, and he just disappeared, and then I got run over. Kuala Lumpur, that was a bit of a disappointment. I always thought it was a bear crossed with an Oompa Loompa. You know, clingy, but quite hard-working. I was in France recently. I saw this little old lady knitting in the town square. I said, voulez-vous crochet avec moi? She took it all the wrong way. What with the financial situation, I'm not sure Ireland's going to stay afloat. Cork, maybe. 11 days it takes to walk to Torquay holding the hand of a 7-year-old. Well, that's what I thought. It was his birthday treat, but turns out he actually wanted a walkie-talkie. I'm very English, really. I even ordered a book on the internet, How to Have Absolutely Nothing to Do with Your Neighbours. Unfortunately, I was out when it was delivered.
Well done. Thank you very much. Points there. Go to Milton. Come on back. Your category is politics, and the answer is 8%. What is the question?
How much of Abu Hamza will have to be removed so as they can get him through the Heathrow metal detector? What level of erection did I once try and have sex with?
Do you measure like on that scale, or is it just on terms of...
Image of you going out on the pole, checking your wallet before you go out, condom, protractor.
How is the government planning to catch middle-class tax avoiders?
With a butterfly net and the van from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
It'll probably work better than the plan they have.
They're planning to catch them using lie detectors. Middle-class people taking lie detector tests. It's like an upmarket version of Jeremy Kyle. And I'd like to see that. Wouldn't you like to see that middle-class Jeremy Kyle? You know, my cleaner ran off to another family. My husband's using the wrong cutlery. You corked my Merlot!
The next topic is environment. Andy Parsons.
So, now, apparently, plastic bags are evil. Because apparently, they take 100 years to biodegrade. Now, that came as a bit of a shock to me, because often when you get a bag in a supermarket, they seem to biodegrade when you put anything heavy in them. That is why people double bag, isn't it? Because otherwise, it's like a crap magic trick, isn't it? They give you the bag, you put the bag on the counter, you put the stuff in the bag, you pull up the bag, and hey, presto, the stuff's still there on the bloody counter.
Well done, Andy Parsons.
People are saying, oh, well, it's stupid. You know, what's the point of any of our kids learning Arabic? But it could be quite useful, couldn't it? For instance, if you were sat on the tube and two people in front of you were speaking Arabic, it would make you a little more relaxed about what they had in their bag. Basically, these education proposals, you know, they've been upsetting teachers. And you don't want to upset a teacher, do you? Very easy to upset a teacher. All you've got to do to upset a teacher is go, oh, you've got long holidays. They don't like that, do they? And then, if you continue with that with, oh, and you finish at 3:30. Oh, they're livid, aren't they? Oh, I've got me marking.
And Frankie, the next topic is... it's terrorism. Andy's in like a shot.
Now, Tony Blair has once again tried to justify improving our nuclear weapons because he says one of the reasons is he's worried terrorists such as Osama bin Laden might get hold of them. Now, once again, I think this is scaremongering. We know Osama bin Laden hasn't got a nuclear weapon because we haven't seen it on his videos. We know he's got a rifle and a donkey. I don't think we've got to worry until he's ditched the rifle and we see his donkey strapped with a cruise missile.
Well done, Andy Parsons. Bad things to say at a job interview.
I'm really only here because I'm hoping to slip on a wet floor and then fall off a ladder.
Hey, I remember you from the dungeon. How you doing? It's me, Gimpy Terry.
I'm Gimpy Terry's mate.
he has been accused of verbally abusing a policeman at the gates to Downing Street who wouldn't let him through the main gates and forced him to go through the pedestrian gates. He swore at the policeman and apparently called him a pleb.
They may have changed the words he said, because the words they claim he says was, best you learn your effing place, you don't run this effing government, you're effing plebs. Right. He said he didn't say those words. Now, I can't read out what words he said, because he hasn't told us, so those are the only ones I can read out.
These are the people, though, who are charged with protecting him. You don't want to upset them. No. Oh, yes, I didn't catch Mr Mitchell as he fell from the second floor of the building, because I didn't think he'd want me to touch him, given that I'm a pleb and everything. But as we took his body out of Downing Street, we took him through the main gate. It's what he would have wanted.
We start with a round called Headliners. Here's a picture of Prime Minister Gordon Brown with his immediate predecessor, Tony Blair. But what does BMCB stand for?
Is it Brown's Mental Complete Breakdown?
or is it just Britain's Mr Charisma Bypass?
Is it Blundering Morons Crucifixion Begins?
Well, is it just bollocks, my career's buggered?
Sometimes that's all satire needs to be. I'll call it ideas for scenarios we'd love to see, and the performers come in with their suggestions. The first subject is unlikely things to hear on Comic Relief.
And we'd just like to thank the donation of 160,000 turkeys from a Mr B. Matthews.
The next topic is the worst thing your new neighbour could say.
What day do the bins go out round here? My wife's body's starting to stink.
I hope my turkeys won't be keeping you awake. So, it was the Olympic parade last week. It was great seeing it live. Obviously, I had to keep a certain amount of a low profile in the crowd because I was throwing a sickie from work at the time. But it was great. 21 buses driving through London at a steady 2 miles an hour. So very like a normal day in London, really. There was an embarrassing moment, though, when one of the conductors rang the bell on the bus and then got the shit kicked out of him by the blind football team. And I realised, actually, that I could get into any sport during the Olympics. The only sport I couldn't actually get into, dressage. Watching a horse walk and then reverse. They call it horse ballet. I don't think anybody would go and see ballet if it was just some bloke walking a bit quicker, slowing down a bit, stopping, bowing, and then pissing off. And secondly, not many people go to ballet anyway because it's shit. Thank you very much, Is it the number of tweets that David Cameron's received to his new Twitter account that include the word tosspot? Is it, in fact, what are the chances against getting a joke about Jim Fricks on the BBC?
Berlusconi will put you in the cabinet in Italy at the age of 19 if you're good enough. So you can see where it's coming from.
Harriet Harman's an incredible figure, isn't she? You know that Harriet Harman, when she first came to my attention, she wrote a book about the history of feminism, which she dedicated to her husband. Yeah? She's mistaking sexism with people hating her.
She's always saying stupid things, isn't she? She said she is Radio 2 to Gordon Brown's Radio 4. And you're thinking, well, she's not Radio 2. Radio 2 is the most popular radio station in this country. If she's anything, she's Isle of Wight FM on a Sunday morning at 3 o'clock in January when the transmission mast is broken. Andy Murray, a man who actually came along to our studios, didn't he?
Yes, indeed he did.
Came along after he'd lost Wimbledon.
Yep.
And then after we'd all taken the piss out of him, he went off and he won the Olympics and he won the US Open.
Yes.
I think all sports people who are struggling should come into the audience of the show. Let's get Paula Radcliffe, Philip Sidowu, Nick Clegg. It'd be brilliant, wouldn't it?
I think it's kind of ironic that you'd ban smoking in pubs in London when it's kind of impossible to breathe outside a pub in London. Children are chasing buses down the street, like nipping at the tailpipe, hoping for chunks of charcoal fresh air, you know.
So says the man from LA.
You let people drive cars, right? I'm
Yes.
guessing a car puts out more smoke than maybe a cigarette?
It does, but that doesn't mean... Yeah.
You don't actually drive inside.
Yeah.
You know, don't drink and drive, especially in the pub.
OK, so war on terror. Who wants to go first? Andy?
Yes, the war on terror, the Americans have said, you know, they're worried that Iraq is their new Vietnam. Let's hope not. Otherwise, we're in for some shit movies in about 10 years' time.
Good man, Andy. Well done. Andy Parsons there. Your category is sport. The answer is 1 billion.
Is it how many wives would Henry VIII have had if he'd been on Tinder?
I shall have her. And I shall have her. Am I even flicking the right way out? I shall have her. OK. Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Okay.
no, yeah, Is it how many pounds in cash did the Queen hide under her bed when she'd seen that Jeremy Corbyn had been elected leader?
Her family security is at risk. Here's a picture of the new Labour leader, Jeremy Corbyn. So what's going on here?
Has he been sleeping in the bin on the right?
The idea it could be the oldest delivery boy in the world still hasn't figured out how to hold a pizza correctly.
Is he such a dedicated socialist that he refuses to look to the right, even though that's the direction he is in fact looking?
My topic is politics. Who wants to come in on that? Andy Parsons.
So, we've had the Lib Dems announce their immigration plan. What they'd like to do is they'd like to put immigrants into places in Britain which don't, at the moment, have many immigrants. Quite what those parts of Britain will feel about that policy. I grew up for quite a long time in Cornwall, and there they regarded anybody who came from Devon as an immigrant. We had one bloke on our street who was known as the Traveller because he'd once been by train up to London. And we have a new president for Europe, a man by the name of Herman Van Rompuy. Now, the Sun can't wait to get a headline going on this one. Rumpy Pumpy, Rumpy Numpty, Humpty Rumpy. They'll go for gold if he gets involved in an affair with a one-legged ugly dwarf. Rumpy Pumpy from Rumpy Numpty with Frumpy Stumpy Grumpy.
Well done, Andy Parsons. Your category is world news. The answer is 1/5. What's the question?
How much of a Boris Johnson speech is not, well, I say, boss?
OK, here we go. The first subject is things you wouldn't hear on a science documentary.
Hello, my name's Dara O'Brien. And to try and bring science to the masses, I'm going to appear in a programme with Stephen Hawking wearing a ridiculous hat.
Just enough with the, you know... I love that hat, by the way.
Hello, I'm Dara O'Brien. And I've got a massive head and a massive brain. But all I get to do in this bit is just press a little button.
The Olympics. Who wants to come in on that? Andy Parsons.
Now, I don't know how you got on with getting tickets for the Olympics. There are still tickets for the Greco-Roman wrestling. Yeah, whoopee-doo. There aren't so many Romans in Britain anymore, are there? And those Greeks can't afford the tickets. And we will have forever our first GB football team. Yeah, it'll be the first time that Ryan Giggs, Ashley Cole and John Terry have got together since the last Miss World contest. But if you haven't got any tickets, go and see the Olympic road race cycling, right? It's free, yeah? but it's not the same as proper road cycling. Never in the Olympics do you see somebody having to go off into a ditch because there's a lorry turning left. Never do you see somebody go over the handlebars because some idiot in his car has opened the door without looking in his side mirror. Never do you see somebody fall off their bike because a car has screamed past and somebody has whined down the window and shouted, "Boo!" Although that may happen when the Olympics come to Hackney in 2012.
Thank you very much, Andy Parsons. What did David Cameron do recently that no other serving British Prime Minister has ever done?
Samantha Cameron.
Yeah. That's true. But he also went on Letterman in the States, didn't he?
He came out to loads of dry ice and they said it represented a London fog when we haven't had a London fog for over 100 years. That's the stereotype image that those Americans believe. What? The fat, dumb redneck. The closest we've currently got to a London fog is Boris Johnson at the moment. Either that or Amy Childs from The Only Way Is Essex.
What Boris Johnson did say was that he got it wrong deliberately because he didn't want to seem like he had Latin coming out of every orifice. Now, that sounds creepy, doesn't it?
The thing about Boris Johnson, though, isn't it, is everybody thinks he's quintessentially English, but in fact he was born in America, named after a Russian, and looks like a Swedish person who's eaten another Swedish person.
And it's the economy. Andy Parsons.
I suppose we should be grateful we're not in Greece. Things very bad there. There's rioting. Things so bad, the austerity measures, that they can't even afford to put petrol in their milk bottles to chuck them. Things are so bad they're having to put milk in their milk bottles. That's how bad things are. Oi, take that. Yeah, in 2 hours your clothes are going to smell really bad. The European Central Bank, right, they have said that when it comes to Greece, they think it may be a bit like the Ebola virus, right? And they said we may have to cut off our leg to survive. Now, they may know a bit about finance. They know very little about the Ebola virus. It affects your entire body. You cut your leg off, you've still got the Ebola virus. You've just got one leg bloody less.
Thank you very much, Andy Parsons. Lines you wouldn't hear in a war film.
We've managed to crack the Germans' code. Turns out they were sending messages in German.
I'm afraid we can't afford goggles. So what we're going to have to do, we're all going to have to go like this.
Things you didn't hear at the Olympics.
I am the little girl from the opening ceremony. This is my real voice.
And it's gold for Ireland! And it...
Go on, go again, man, go again. Do it.
And there's fuck all for Ireland!
No, I'm not letting you off for the last Ireland joke. You're not getting on again for the rest of the show. You are not doing another one for the rest of the show, all right? Discarded titles for the next Harry Potter book.
Harry Potter and the Mudblood Prince in a Nazi uniform. Harry Potter and the two other kids who can't act.
The first topic is global warming. Who wants to come in on that? Andy Parsons.
Sheryl Crow, she's gone into the debate. She wants us to save natural resources by apparently using only one sheet of toilet paper per visit. Now, let's face it, sometimes that's just not feasible, is it? But ever since I found that out, part of me's there thinking each time I use more than one sheet, I've let Sheryl Crow down. Then part of me's thinking, oh, I'd never want to go out with Sheryl Crow. She's a toilet paper Nazi. And half the time, she's probably got a dirty arse.
Thank you very much, Andy Parsons. Here's a picture of former Prime Minister Tony Blair recently, but what does BGBC stand for?
Is it in fact Blair's guilt-free, blood-stained conscience?
That was a lovely laugh.
Is it in fact everything the British Army didn't have when we went to war? Bullets, guns, bombs, choppers. I would like to apologise for the rocking of this boat, but we are currently being humped by a whale. There appears to have been an incident in the swimming pool. If a Mr. Barrymore could contact the captain... He actually has ice baths in a wheelie bin. Anything that can't be enjoyable, can it? Particularly if he does it on a Tuesday and gets carried away by the cancer.
What a rugby commentator would never say.
Oh, and he skipped through the defence, and that's lucky, because if these South Sea Islanders catch you, they eat you.
And it's the coin toss, and Johnny Wilkinson has sprained his thumb. And here comes... It was after I heard the buzzer that I realised there was one thing I hadn't heard at the Olympics, right, was fuck it.
Things you didn't hear at the Olympics.
And that's a world record from Usain Bolt, 9.5 in one night.
Let's see what's happening in the velodrome. Yep. Cycling.
Oh, you won a gold. Oh, well done. What in? Canoeing? Oh, get a life, mate.
I've just come out of the diving pool. Look at the colour of my legs.
Look at that masterful control of his javelin. He really is the best streaker we've had all year. Well, this is the pommel horse, and that plaintive neigh is the horse they are pommelling.
Time for the next fight now. He floats like a butterfly, he stings like a bee. He's got a black belt, he's got 5 black belts. OK, he's a wasp.
And if you'd like to enjoy our coverage of the dressage, we recommend MDMA.
And his penis has slapped the top of the bar. That is a straight ban from Wetherspoons.
The allegations of drug use have been strenuously denied by the new Russian Minister for Doping, Keith Vaz.
We were afraid the Chinese were going to use doping, and here she is. What a fantastic athlete. Doping!
Breaking news, Ryan Lochte has tested positive for being a twat.
And Oscar Pistorius has jumped the gun, and for that he'll only get 6 years.
Well, a nearly perfect execution there, but not quite as perfect as the one he'll receive when he returns to North Korea.
You join me live at the All Dancing. Fucking state of it.
At the end of that, the point's going to run at Hugh and Netton.
Our next topic is unlikely things to hear on a breakfast show.
If the woman I picked up last night is watching, help yourself to cereal, but get out of the flat by the time I get home.
And now it's time for Thought for the Day. That was a good one.
You're listening to Six Music. Yes, you. just you.
Welcome to Travel Report. We've got a text here from Dave on the M5 who says, ha ha ha, every morning you leave for work, I pop round and shag your wife.
So if you're trying to get in via Junction 2, stop it. It's against nature, and the Bible says no.
Next, we speak to Fern Breton about having her stomach stapled, this time to an enormous chocolate cake.
In other traffic news, if you're on the M11 headed towards Middlesbrough, I would turn around because it's a shithole.
Hello, I'm doing a survey into the effects of replacing milk on your Weetabix with Red Bull!
And we can see there's been an accident northbound on the M1, and it is a beauty.
Welcome to Radio Tourette's, you shit monkeys.
You may think of it as a breakfast show. I had mine at 4:30.
Later, Vanessa Feltz will be joining me on the settee, and I'll be bouncing through the fucking ceiling.
OK, at the end of that round, the points go to Frankie, Hugh and Jack. This round is called Dating Videos. The players take on the identity of a famous newsmaker and record a Lonely Hearts video in the style of that person. Everyone else has to try and guess who they are. So Hugh, you're up first. Please make your way over to the performance area and show us your dating video.
One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. I do eventually hope to be able to count higher than that. Let me paint you a picture of myself. I can do that. I've got an art A level. Well, I'm a pretty cool guy. I don't smoke. Well, you know, nothing legal anyway. I support charities. I like to wear a wristband. Oh no, I like to wear an armband. Make minorities history. And I'm a redhead, which I get from my father, apparently.
Who is it?
Oh, Prince Harry.
It is, of course, Prince Harry. Well done, Hugh. Sit down. Congratulations. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is growing up.
That's offensive. I think my parents always wanted me to be really, really grown up. Like, I remember years ago, my parents coming into my room, confiscating all my toys and saying, "You're too old for teddy bears." And I was so upset, I just stormed out the house and I just drove. I'm a proper grown-up now, though, and I can tell I'm a grown-up because of my pyjamas. Like, you can all tell you're grown-ups because of your pyjamas, because, like, when you're a kid, I'd wear pyjamas that had, like, immature things on, like Disney characters and stuff like that. But now I'm a grown-up, you know, I wear pyjamas that have got more mature characters on, like the Cast of Atonement. I mean, my 11-year-old cousin, we've both got Harry Styles pyjamas, but hers say One Direction and mine say Dunkirk. Obviously, slippers is the only exception to this. Slippers only ever have grown-up characters on because it's only grown-ups who wear slippers. No child in their right mind is wearing slippers, and if your child is wearing slippers, keep your creepy Jacob Rees-Mogg child away from me. When I was growing up, all I ever wanted to be was I wanted to be an astronaut. I thought I can be an astronaut. I've only got two weaknesses, being vague and another weakness. No, I can be an astronaut, but the problem is, if you tell your teachers you want to be an astronaut, they say, no, you don't need to study that. You need to study Shakespeare. The only way you can become clever is if you study Shakespeare. That's not true. Shakespeare didn't study Shakespeare. He went on to become Shakespeare. Shut up, shut up, shut up. I'm I'm just annoyed at myself because I didn't realise to be an astronaut you've got to be good at science, and I didn't listen during science, and now I don't remember any science. Like, I remember the basics. I know stuff like if you put a tooth in some milk, you will lose your job at Cravendale. But I get annoyed at what I do remember and what I don't remember, and I find it unfair. I find it unfair that for 7 years of my life, I had to study physics every single week. I don't remember any physics. Yet in 2003, I saw half of Johnny English. I still remembered the name Pascal Sauvage.
Thank you very much, Brad. It is to do with the visitor to London.
Oh, it's the whale. It's the whale.
It's the whale, yes. The actual answer...
I've no sympathy for this whale. It died of dehydration. In a river. They're supposed to be nearly as intelligent as man whales, and this whale died of dehydration.
Well, to be fair, the whale didn't request being removed from the river. The whale probably, if asked, if consulted at any stage about what are the major health problems that you could face while being removed from the river, dehydration, he probably would...
The best thing about this whole whale business is that there's now no need to go to New Zealand. Simply no need. You're 28 hours of connecting flights to look at whales. There's no point. They're in our river.
Do you know one of the reasons I think it swam up the Thames was because the Navy were doing sonic soundings and stuff off Southend, and this apparently confused the whale. Because it sounds like an explosion to us, but to the whale it said diversion, North Sea closed. Delays possible till November.
I was very impressed with the fact that I spoke to a number of people who said, well, it received all the coverage because we in Britain love animals. And you're kind of going, no, I think any country that had a whale swim into the middle of the capital city would have probably gone, a whale, that's a little bit unusual to us. I don't think there's any country in the world that gone, the bloody, like an urban fox or something. The bloody whales are at the bins again.
It was the same week, the whale came up the Thames, the same week as Ben Fogle and, James Cracknell rowed across the Atlantic. And the whale was probably thinking, look, if they're going to take my territory, I'm going to London and I'm going to present Cash in the Attic.
This week on Cash in the Attic. Well, yes, it was my mother's originally. But we're hoping to raise money for a holiday in Australia.
It was weird that they were thinking... One of the plans was to use whale song to lure the whale back out to sea. But we don't know what whale song means. We have no idea.
Anything by Dido will do.
Yeah, exactly.
As an emergency measure, they could have slowly moved Enya up the river from Kingston, playing her
I think we should do that anyway.
Driving the whale.
Let's do that anyway as a memorial to the whale's memory, Dara. Or let's make a memorial for the whale by putting it in the EastEnders title sequence.
Is it not very selective as well that they gave the whale a name? That it was called Wally or Whaley?
What was the mistake with the names?
Well, because you give a whale a name, but you don't. When a dingo has eaten some children in Australia, you don't say.
Well, you don't.
Davy the dingo.
Well, you generally give the name to anthropomorphise, to give to see that it reflects some great human qualities like bravery or
getting
whatever.
lost.
But eating small children isn't really the kind of thing you want to have a morning. Oh, little Teddy the dingo, you're all full up now, aren't you?
Exactly.
The Sunday Times helpfully ran a map of the whale's route, which we can show here. That's the whale, which is, the river, basically. Just in case you're going, if I was going to Battersea from East London, I wouldn't have gone that way. Yeah.
After the whale sadly died, some criticised the rescue operation. Let's face it, a whale needs to be winched onto the barge like it needs a hole in the head. I thought that was sweet, that particular one. To be fair, the whale only received the same treatment as any NHS patient, dying on the trolley 36 hours after first being seen. The first subject is unlikely things to hear on a news programme.
As I report from my 6th day here in war-torn Syria, I think the lesson learned is that I should never have called my producer a wanker.
According to statistics, the French economy is now the weakest growing of all the economies in Europe.
Sport now. All Manchester United fans, please look away.
You've reached Al Jazeera News, which means you're only 20 channels away from actually finding porn.
Here, you'll never guess who's dead.
Just time now to see what the papers say.
We will now attempt to talk to the survivors of the cliff fall. You all right, mate?
After the fire in the aromatherapy candle factory, the situation is now calm.
And now over to our foreign correspondent. Do you speak English?
Now it's time for the news near you.
Hello!
There are human remains on the blood-stained streets and the despair in the eyes of everyone you meet. Rob Beckett for BBC News, Magaluf.
There continues to be heavy shelling here. Ramesh Ranganathan at the peanut factory.
Now it's over to our toys and games correspondent, Natasha Kaplunksky.
And eventually the sun will go supernova, the earth will become dark and frozen, and everyone will die. That was the long-range weather forecast.
To my right, in my peripheral vision, Andy Parsons is showing us his penis. More on that as it unfolds.
We go over now to our vegan correspondent. I'm terribly sorry. He appears to have gone strawberry.
And David Cameron has delivered on all his promises to the Scottish people.
Just time for a quick look at tomorrow's papers. So the Times and the Telegraph lead with industrial strife, and in the Sun we can see that Caroline from Dagenham has got a terrific pair of norks.
Unlikely personal ads.
I could be the man of your dreams. If you dream of a man who exposes himself to people on trains.
I'm a cat person. I sleep all day and I bury my poo in the garden.
For sex with no strings attached, don't shag a puppet.
Katie Price seeks new husband. Position temporary. Usual terms and conditions apply.
Looking for love in all the wrong places? Well, you wanted to be a priest.
Ugly fat bloke. Looking for a supermodel with a sense of humour.
Man prone to violent mood swings seeks lovely woman to go screw yourself. I love you!
Female, 22, 33, 52. One of them's my age. Are you feeling lucky, punk?
Agoraphobic seeks claustrophobic for doorstep encounters.
I am Ponus of the planet Testiclon 8. I seek a human female to take my seed. Make better world for both our planets. Dave, Croydon, book 414.
Pessimistic man seeks depressed old lady so as we can have some really shit times together.
Gorgeous, 5'11", black woman, amazing body, great rack. I just thought I'd put it out there.
I'm a George Clooney lookalike who's looking for a woman with visual impairment.
Do you like swinging? Meet me down by the swings.
I'm looking for a dominant woman. Tell me to call you.
Do you like dogs? Good, because I'm small, hairy, and hung like a border terrier.
Sophisticated, erudite man with fin de siècle tastes. Seeks woman with massive norks.
Man with massive cock. Seeks woman with large hen to discuss poultry farms.
At the end of that round, the points go to Ed, Ava and Andy. Your category is home news. The answer is 43 years. What is the question?
Is it for how long will the average Glastonbury goer keep their wristband on?
Is it how long will it take for Nigel Farage's erection to subside?
Is it, if Jeremy Corbyn asked the Shadow Cabinet for a high five, how long would they leave him hanging?
Is it how long will somebody have to wait if they're born today before they can move out of their parents' house?
Is it how long will you have to wait for your Uber if everyone gets deported?
Is it how long does Rob take to brush his teeth?
Big teeth, isn't it?
Is it what's the age difference between Cher and parts of Cher?
Is it how many years has Jeremy Corbyn had his shirt?
Is it the average age of the Russian under-21 gymnastic team?
Does any of you know what the correct answer is?
On which wedding anniversary is it traditional to give them some time apart?
But actually, I think it's how long have we been in the EU?
Absolutely right. Thank you very much. Cheers. The question I was looking for was, how long has the UK been a member of the EU before Thursday's momentous referendum vote to leave? How have people reacted to the result?
I'm pretty furious with my granddad. I mean, I was only being nice to him to get the inheritance, and now his vote has made the inheritance worthless.
There's been a big age divide, though, hasn't there? A lot of the older people have voted to leave and a lot of the younger people have voted to stay. And I just think if you are a person over 65, I would avoid stairs for the next 10 years.
I think we could have prevented that, though, by making an internet vote.
It would be very wrong to stereotype all Leave voters as old anyway, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Although it doesn't matter if we do, because they'll all be in bed by now.
Statistically, 4,000 of them are already dead. If we just... It's going to take 2 years to leave. If we just held the referendum in 2 years, it would have been a landslide.
Yes, it's very, very disappointing. Some people felt it, you know, it's a trait of the British people, the desire for sovereignty, the desire for independence, all that, you know.
Yeah, it was a big war cry, wasn't it, to get Britain back, you know, and that's already started. The currency is already back to a point that it was in 1985, so I mean, it's clearly working.
When Sunderland voted to leave, I thought maybe they thought they were voting to leave Sunderland.
Would I like to leave? Fantastic. If I go in, I just tick yes, I go into another booth and suddenly, like Mr. Ben, I'm not in Sunderland anymore.
I think the Cornish voted to leave as well, didn't they? Cornwall voted to leave because they think it's going to give the fishing industry a boost, which it probably will, because fish will become our currency when...
It's like the country's had, like, an office affair. We've got to, like, middle age, had an office affair, thought, this is a bit crazy, actually, I'm going to leave her. Yeah, and then they get a new flat in Canary Wharf, going, yeah, freedom! And give it 2 years, they're crying, sitting in their pants, and the people that are left over are the kids, and they're screwed.
I tell you what, the Cameron was right.
Jesus, that was brutal.
Oh, yeah, I've got it if you need it, mate.
Cameron said it'd be bad for jobs, and he was right, because his was gone by 8 o'clock the next morning.
So who's been backtracking since the referendum result?
Well, a lot of people have been regretting their decisions. You know, it's because it's split up families. It's divided families. It's divided friends. I mean, I've got a Dutch wife, so on the morning after the referendum, it was just tragic to watch her packing the little clogs into a bag, taking the little wheels of cheese away.
My girlfriend demanded to know if I was in or out. Unfortunately, we were having sex at the time.
Yes, there's been a lot of basically a lot of the Leave campaign have been forced to go. Oh yeah, did we say that? Did we say 350 million? Oh, really? Was it? It wasn't written anywhere, really. Oh, on the side of a bus. Oh, well, you know the way people write things on the side of buses all the time. Yeah, I mean, I saw there's a side of bus going around near me recently which said that Batman vs Superman is a 5-star movie. That was on a bus for ages, and it's not. Really.
I think the £350 million claim was the most dubious figure on the side of a bus since you did those megabus adverts. I couldn't let that one lie.
I understand people having regrets about it, because I mean, we all have regrets about things. You know, I have many regrets. Usually they're connected to a hangover, but I've never woken up in the morning and gone, my God, did I cause the currency to crash last night? Did I have some part in that?
Isn't it? Yeah. Well, people rarely, when you wake up after a bad night, hand you a graph. Oh dear, this looks bad.
Well, now we've got control of our borders, people are saying that the population could go down by as much as 5 million people, or Scotland, as they refer.
Well, I mean, the Leave campaign wanted to bring more manufacturing back into Britain, didn't they? That was their thing, and they've started with the truth. They've just started manufacturing their own truth in Britain. Well done.
Hey, by the way, we should. Because it's a nationally broadcast show and they're cheering for certain points of view that are expressed here, should remind we're all in the bubble here, people. That bubble which manages to be London, Scotland, Northern Ireland and Gibraltar. That weird, freaky bubble that pops up randomly at points. Yeah.
Well, they want a speedy divorce, don't they? The EU, like, is it Juncker? Is his name Juncker?
Yeah,
Juncker. He wants that speedy divorce. I reckon we should get, like, Cheryl Vicini, Fernandez, Tweedy Cole, whatever. We should get her in. Because she is smashing for the divorces and she's looking all right. I'll get her in to head it up.
I love that the result of the Brexit vote has meant that Rob refuses to pronounce any European names.
Yes, the question I was looking for was how long is it since man first set foot on the moon, as celebrated this week? It was on July the 21st, 1969, that Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin set foot on the lunar surface, whilst the third member of the Apollo 11 crew, Michael Collins, waited in the spaceship. Collins later said he was sweating like a nervous bride.
It's such an interesting fact because, like, we've only really... A lot of the population just found out that there was a third guy. You're like, oh, really? Oh, cool. How tempted would he have been just when they were coming back just to put on an alien mask? Like that. So he went, hey, you never guess what the...
Before we move on, can I get this straight? We're going to talk about this like the moon landings happened?
Yes, we're presuming for the sake of this conversation that the moon has actually happened.
In 1969, right, they took off and went, oh, let's point out the moon. Let's land on the moon. Oh, there's the moon. Oh, time's up. Let's take off from the moon. Go back to Earth. Let's point it. We don't want to miss Earth. NASA can't launch a rocket from here without blowing it up. Their next mission is called Operation Spacegrave. We, as a culture, do not have the ability to get to the moon. We don't have the ability to get a Saturday show right for Graham Norton. What else are we going to be talking about? We're going to be talking about Aslan's birthday, are we? Or Mrs. Tiggy Winkle having a wedding anniversary? It didn't fucking happen!
It did happen. There was a faked moon landing, but you are confusing it with the one by Wallace and Gromit.
Their current theory is that what they want to do is try and make a stopping off station on the moon so as they can get to Mars. And that sounds to me rather like a Ryanair flight, isn't it? Oh, yes, we're flying to Mars, we actually land on the moon, and there'll be a bus service from there.
Doesn't going to the moon and going to Mars seem a bit pointless now that we've invented Photoshop? Hey, there's a man on Mars, and it's Bruce Lee!
They've actually found that, though, they've got a little bit of Mars back, haven't they? And they've actually found that there is life on Mars in the form of bacteria. So now we know that if the Martians ever do land, all we've got to do, little bit at Sillet Bang, we're away.
It'd be a very short film, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
War of the Worlds. And just Tom Cruise cleaning his kitchen. End of War of the World.
There's a British guy up there at the minute, isn't there, in the space station? Yeah.
No, just in space.
Oh, OK.
In space. Just in space, generally. Oh, that's the sad thing in space is Satanta still have the satellite going around. Just recently. And it's just trapped inside is Steve McManaman going, hello, hello.
Like the Superman baddie. Just spinning around.
all the Satanta presenters, Superman, Jor-El, they're all in there, trapped forever. Oh, we overextended ourselves financially.
You can't have a British space station. Now, it would just sound so rubbish just to hear him up in space going, Nuneaton, we have a problem. You know that robot you said you sent us? Yeah, it's an old man covered in tin foil.
You can't really have a British space programme, man. The only way we'll ever get a Union Jack onto the moon is if we stick Nick Griffin on Brixton High Street.
I don't know, would you go to Mars if you...
Are you offering?
I've already applied for the programme to be fired to Mars. I've applied several times under the name Chris Moyles. Yeah, just surprise me. Don't even tell me if you're going to do it. Just stick a sack over my head and fire me up there.
And if I say no, and if I say it's not me, I'm just joking. That's just a funny joke I do. Just fire me to Mars.
There's going to be no glory if we ever put a man on Earth, because you're there for 3 years not using your body. You'd arrive in Mars, go, here we go, and... my legs don't work!
We start with a round called Picture of the Week. I show the panel a topical image and ask them to tell me what's happening. Here's a picture of the new Labour leader, Jeremy Corbyn. So what's going on here?
Has he been sleeping in the bin on the right?
The idea it could be the oldest delivery boy in the world still hasn't figured out how to hold a pizza correctly.
I suspect he's dressed up for his first meeting with the Queen.
Is it just simply first day at big school?
Is it breaking news? Marks and Spencer's merger with Sports Direct.
I think possibly it's page 3 of The Socialist Worker.
I'm glad you told me that was Jeremy Corbyn. For a second, I was worried that's what Charlie Brown looks like now. And that folder actually contains Snoopy's ashes.
Too much now.
Please. Snoopy's long dead.
I think it's 66-year-old legend still got it going on.
I reckon the owners of number 48 are probably very proud to be able to show off their garden like that.
It was a Tuesday! It was a Tuesday! The bigs are collected on a Tuesday!
I bet they're more surprised than anyone that one of their gnomes just came to life and walked off.
Is he such a dedicated socialist that he refuses to look to the right, even then that's the direction he is in fact looking?
Are you saying that? Well, ultimately, I'm sorry, we were all born bad T-shirts and shorts. It's just socks with the trainers is the only genuinely offensive thing there.
Yeah. And not using cocoa butter.
And not using cocoa butter.
Yeah, he lets it...
He's a 66-year-old man. I think
so. There's no age restriction on cocoa butter. I'm really 55.
It is Jeremy Corbyn who's elected leader of the Labour Party on Saturday, winning a landslide majority of 59.5% of the vote. So how are we doing the new era under Corbyn?
It's exciting. It's really exciting. I'm so happy, and I'm not going to let you guys ruin it for me. I'm not going to.
And that's reasonable, isn't it? Because, I mean, there's nothing weird about Jeremy Corbyn at all, is it?
But he's right there, isn't it? Because in an era of identikit politicians, it is about time we had a leader of a major party who looks like he should be advertising canal boat holidays.
No, I'm not surprised that he won. I'm just surprised that he won by such a large majority. Like, he got so many votes, like, even the organisers of the Qatar World Cup were going, how the hell do you do that?
His first congratulation call was from Sepp Blatter, actually.
I feel really sorry for him, because even though he's actually won this, people in Labour don't even seem to like him. And I think it's because he is so good. Like, he's a saint. He's so pure. He's so principled.
He collects pictures of drain covers.
OK, is that a thing?
He is the nerd of the nerds. And obviously he's not the only MP who's got a large collection of pictures of manholes, but he's...
The weird thing is because he's an Arsenal supporter. He goes on to matches, but
that comes as no surprise.
Yeah, well,
yes,
well, he's in Islington for God's sake. But
well, not so much that, but it's a bunch of underperforming Reds who are hooked on the outmoded concepts of a foreign intellectual who, when they tried to put a team together this year, couldn't get anybody decent to join them.
That is some weapons-grade analogy there.
No, it's I mean, how did Cameron react? Did you see the Cameron's reaction to it?
Security is the key word.
There's a lot about security. He sent out this tweet. In fact, no one sent out this exact tweet, but it came from the Labour Party is now a threat to our national security, our economic security, and your family's security. Not my family. My family are fine. We live in a big house with 2 policemen outside the front. But your family, where are they now? Do you think that for a second? Look around. Can you see them? No, I can't see them either. He's climbed in the window and stolen them. That's what he's doing. Your family are gone, my friend, and I have a unique set of skills to return my family. I will, whatever Liam Neeson does.
You see that tweet, and then you see a picture of Jeremy Corbyn, supposedly the most dangerous man in Britain. This is the man who's a 66-year-old beige pensioner who's a pacifist vegan cyclist. The most dangerous man in Britain. He's in trouble if there's a lorry turning left and he hasn't had his B12 supplement.
Do you think the subtext is that the Labour Party is now a threat to our national security, economic security and your family's security because now they've become completely unelectable? We Tories are going to go hog wild on this country!
It feels like Cameron's got the Labour Party mixed up with the bad guys from Transformers.
Who are the bad guys in Transformers?
The Decepticons.
Hey.
Receptacles. I think we've just spotted the nerd of the nerd of the nerd.
What toy is expected to be a big seller this year?
It's a kind of plastic unicorn.
It's a plastic unicorn. That makes it sound almost pretty and beautiful, doesn't it? That makes it sound like a really lovely thing that would be charming and delightful. Here's the...
it's so beautiful.
That is so lovely.
It's like somebody's put LSD in the kettle at the My Little Pony factory.
Yes, this is Poopsie the unicorn. The idea is that, right, you feed the unicorn, right, and then the unicorn, it passes through the unicorn system, and then you have a little trough of the stuff here, and you add some powder to the trough, and that makes a special unicorn thing. You squeeze it into the unicorn. Let's hope that I've tightened it up correctly.
Don't force feed it. Don't force feed it, darling.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What do you mean? Making unicorn pate?
Yeah. Jesus.
Come on, Dara, we want to see this unicorn shit.
I didn't even ask a unicorn if it wanted a bottle.
Okay, so I think it's in the unicorn now, and then through. Now, let me see if this works now.
Oh, my God. Quite a lot of it's coming out of its nose.
Yeah, by the way, you should also know it's got a heart-shaped anus, which...
That's not normal, Reese. Don't expect that.
OK, and then at some stage, when you give it a bit of a slosh around, give it a slosh around.
You're supposed to burp it first.
I'm sorry. Okay, now, I'm sorry. It
This feels
awkward.
really abusive.
It's a plastic. It's also... We can anthropomorphise things too much, I feel.
Christmas is here.
Hey, kid.
This unicorn should go to a doctor about the colour of that.
Yes. So
pretty high-tech, isn't it, this thing?
It is amazing. And it's so... it's the sense of wonder. And the idea is you add this substance that comes out of its anus, then you add some chemicals to it, and then magically, in a type of unicorn magic only known to every parent in the world, because we've been doing it constantly for the last year, it becomes slime. It comes out, and it becomes 15 minutes later, it becomes slime.
Wow.
But you put glitter into it.
What about all the kids whose parents can't afford one of these, but the kids still desperately want it? They're going to have to stick a cornetto on Grandad and give him some laxatives.
The question I was looking for was...
Pretty sure you're looking for the one-armed man.
To be honest, should we not wait for Adam to put his foot back?
Yeah. Probably should have done that one last, really.
Problem.
I kind of backed myself into a corner. Quick impression, Heather Mills in the morning.
I could not stop looking at that then. Was that really weird? I don't know why, I was just like, the leg, look at the leg. I don't know what I was thinking, just the leg. I wanted to touch the leg.
It was a nice joke to do, but I think most of you kind of went, ah!
The thing is, we all know Adam's only got one leg, everyone else don't now. He's hurting himself!
OK.
I think you're looking for the bloke with one leg.
The Met Office have issued a weather warning. They've told the weather not to do that again, or there'll be trouble.
Temperatures could rise to 31 degrees. Shit, I've left my baby in the car!
And finally, a warning to hay fever sufferers. Don't come sneezing near me or I'll rip your face off.
So, here's the summary. Monday shite, Tuesday shite, Wednesday shite, Thursday bollocks.
The humidity's rising. The barometer's going low. Tonight, for the first time, just about 10:30, it's going to start raining men.
The outlook's bright for the weekend. I've got 3 grams of coke in my pocket and my wife's on holiday.
Well, let's go to Carol on the roof of Television Centre. She's not meant to be there. She's just a bit depressed.
This part of the country is going to stay hot and wet for quite some time because that's where my girlfriend lives. Oh, yeah.
So, it's going to be between 17 and 21, but Berlusconi won't date older than that.
It was raining cats and dogs last night.
I should know. I was throwing them off my roof.
It's going to be -12 this weekend, so if you're in Newcastle, you might need a bigger T-shirt.
It's going to be cloudier tonight. I love those German birds.
What do you care what the weather's going to be like? You look shit in all your clothes.
She felt every part of his 8 inches. He was stiff, absolutely wretched, and even in her innocence, she knew her hamster was dead.
He felt a swelling down there. Shouldn't have tried to bang a beehive.
He took her hand in his and squeezed it. Now, he thought, I wonder where the rest of her body is.
I want to role play. I'll be a prince from a mythical land, and you be your sister.
He looked at the tattoo of Chinese writing on her back. He didn't know what it meant, but he did know she'd put out on a first date.
Jeremy Corbyn, you've got me blindfolded. What are you going to do now? Nothing. I just wanted to highlight the injustice of inmates detained at Camp X-Ray without a fair trial.
Spin the wheel. The first subject is travel. Miles.
Well, I'll tell you what's wrong with trains. It's the quiet coach, OK? Quiet, that is an adjective. It doesn't go far enough. Quiet is an adjective. It should be called the silent coach, shouldn't it? The silent coach. No one would have any trouble understanding that. It's the silent coach, right? You can't talk on it, you can't use your laptop, children can't travel on it, you can't eat crisps, and crucially, they, the train people, they wouldn't be allowed to make announcements. Because the sort of people that have the mentality to travel on the quiet coach, which is the correct mentality, are the sort of people who check where the train is going before they bloody get on it. For years, we've just not got these things right. You, Mock the Week audience, you're exactly the sort of people that know what I'm talking about. In Russia, during the revolution, right? During the Russian Revolution, the Russian army was able to travel to all of its battles by train. During a revolution, they were still able to rely on public transport. Imagine if we had a revolution now and the army had to rely on transport. We'd be buggered, wouldn't we? Certainly those of us who wanted the army to win. Absolute nightmare, wouldn't it? Marston Moor 2016 kicked off. You know, the British Army turning up 7 hours late to every single conflict. Oh, sorry, there were leaves on the line at Stevenage. There was a passenger action at Crewe. We were going to be joined by the SAS, but they've been stuck on a rail replacement bus service in Horrible.
Thank you very much, Miles. OK, now leaves Milton. Let's see what topic you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the subject is music.
We don't know much about Galileo. He was a poor boy from a poor family. I live in a Grade 2 listed building, which of course means that everyone in it has to be quite good at the piano. Apparently all Chinese children who are learning to play the piano know a tune called Knife and Fork. I'd like to take the band ABBA out for lunch, and if I could, I would, my friend. Fernando's. When I was at school and it rained, we used to have to stay in for wet play. And when it was cold, we used to have to stay in and listen to this really dull band. AD 79. Julius Caesar receives the first ever weather forecast. Hail Caesar.
Rebecca Jones, come on. The one thing you're supposed to do, if you've got like a sty or something like that in your eye, is you're supposed to put a warm compress on, which is actually a pain thing, because you get a cloth and you get so wet and it's all, and then you're doing this because the water's running everywhere, like whatever. I found the perfect thing if you want a warm compress, something to sit warm, mold on your eye, is a burrito. The burrito is the perfect eye cure because it's warm, it stays warm for some time, it molds to the shape that you're putting it on to. No, it's not an open burrito, Ed. Wrapped in the stuff, right? Wrapped in the tinfoily thing or whatever. Just you put it on, and you can do it for as long as you want.
Well, you sat in Chipotle like that.
I went into one of those Mexican places and just sat there going, just give me whatever you want. Give me whatever you want. Then. And I went, this is what I want this for.
Why are you doing that voice?
I have no idea.
Get out of here! You're mocking me.
You're mocking me.
You don't see me going into an Irish bar going, oh, give us a pint, give us this.
Was the burrito the first port of call, or were you doing all the different food types? Going into Pizza Express, this isn't working for me.
No, first I tried ramming a plate of nachos into my eye. This does not work. And then, shall I try the taquitos instead?
And at what point do you think it became infected?
If you listen really closely, you can hear... Merry Christmas, everybody. What have scientists in America created recently?
They've connected together monkeys and rats to make super brains.
Monkeys are monkeys and rats and rats.
Yes, it's not a mix together.
That would be incredible, though.
Monkey rat is here.
What we've got here is a runky. Pretty exciting times.
But there's a scientist who wants to connect monkeys and create a giant monkey. A man is living a prequel. This man's entire life is the 5-minute bit at a film before it cuts to 30 years later. And it's like a giant monkey brain going... And the 4 remaining humans are fighting their way out. Yes. As long as there's no monkey business, shout somebody out from the audience. Very good. Wow, between light bulbs and heckling, this is turning into the most interactive episode.
I actually quite like that. Can I just have that?
Yeah, go on, take it. Yeah,
as long as there's no...
Showbiz rules, pet, that's tough, you know.
As long as there's no monkey business.
You've learned a cruel lesson there, Pat, haven't you?
She actually said runky business.
He said runky, he did it wrong.
Oh, OK, fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
oh, shut up!
The Beijing Olympics costs are expected to exceed £20 billion, making the most expensive in history. The opening ceremony is watched by 91,000 spectators and dozens of world leaders in the Olympic Stadium.
Is there really a purpose to having an Olympic opening ceremony? It's not like I would have switched on the telly today and seen people jumping into sandpits and going, what the hell's this? Hollyoaks has changed. I didn't even like the opening ceremony, man.
How can you not have liked the opening ceremony?
People in tracksuits and explosions. I had a flashback to living in Glasgow.
we've given ourselves a target of 42 medals. Why don't we just say, oh, we're hoping to get 1 medal and not have the pressure on ourselves? If we get any more, it'll be a bit of a bonus.
I think that has something to do with the fact that we've spent 235 million quid and the feeling that that's a lot of money for, say, 1 bronze medal.
What we should
Actually, bronze wholesale is relatively cheap. You can get more than 1 medal's worth for 235 million quid.
What's great about watching the Olympics is how quickly you become an expert in something that you know nothing about. Right? I genuinely found myself shouting at the shooting, just hit the targets in the early rounds. You can't win it in the qualifiers, but you can lose it. What did I mean by that?
It's like the beam. The beam's the one when you see the freaky little girls just doing all that kind of spinny stuff. When one of them falls off, you're like, oh, what are you doing? Just go easy. And then but you know, if I had those abilities, so they've got to flip, I would not be able to do it. I've been like Asda, just triple spinning like that, just to freak people out.
So you don't ask the question, how can they do that, but how can they stop?
Absolutely. Yeah. Think about that. If you could flip 5 times, you would do that down the aisle of a supermarket, would you not?
I can and don't.
Here is a picture of England manager Roy Hodgson, but can you sum this up with a phrase?
Is it the world's most disappointing lap dance?
Is he saying Richmond, Rickmansworth, Rayners Lane? Thank goodness I'm going to Wembley.
Waiting in the tunnel before the game, Roy Hodgson begins to suspect he may be in the wrong tunnel.
Looking at the whole picture, is it the London Underground where sexy singles meet?
Is it when he took the job and they said he could have a driver to take him to matches? He should have asked a few more questions.
Are they saying we apologise for the delay? Luis Suarez has dived in front of the train.
Whoops, I've just put a yellow javelin through this man's head.
What was the story with him?
Well, he was on the tube, and he was on his way to the Emirates, and someone asked him a question, and he broke the unwritten code of talking to people on the tube. You never ever do. You're not allowed to do that. If you're a Londoner, you simply do not talk to people on the tube unless you've got a dog.
It wasn't that people were angry that he'd given away any confidence about the selection and non-selection of Rio Ferdinand. It was just that he broke the beautiful rule of...
You don't talk to people on the tube. On a tube, you have to sit like this.
Oh, now I recognise you. Can I borrow your Metro? Thanks.
Surely it was just a misunderstanding. Somebody said to Roy Hodgson...
So he hasn't arrived at his destination yet. We're sort of hoping he arrives soon.
Might stop.
He said that he's never going to talk to anyone on the tube again. I want to be there when a tourist comes up to him and goes, is this Marble Arch? And he has to go...
Well, it's the only way they'll learn. We'll have to go through that. Hello, Londoner. I'm just out from Ireland. I was wondering what train I should... Oh, you're going? OK, I'll try another one.
I would talk to you, Mr. O'Brien.
Yeah.
I would take you to your destination and carry your bags.
Thank you very much. But you are a foreigner. I've been here too long and now I shun you as well. Hello.
I'll pretend I'm on a tube. Ask me a question.
Hello, sir. I was wondering if you knew this is the perfect place to change for the Jubilee line.
Excuse me, I was wondering if this is the right place for... I want to get to Buckingham Palace.
It's shameful. This man is a pioneer, the first man ever to speak on the tube. And your people, instead of lifting him up, you punish him by making him coach your football team.
Okay, at the end of that round, the points go to Josh, Catherine and Andy.
Is it which themed disco evenings have the most restrictive age policy? 50 nights. No? Is it?
Is it how long before we get the right answer to this one?
I think I've got the right answer.
No, don't do that. I haven't done a funny one yet. Stick around, right? Is it, generally speaking, what separates 51 days? You don't have to be rude.
When did we start telling pets? Somebody must have made the decision, like, Michael's dead, somebody better tell the tigers. Do you reckon they'll do that with David Blunkett? If he pegs it, someone better tell his dog. He's gone, David. No!
I think the dog will sense the dead weight on the lead. Yeah. I think he should have left Bubbles to Diana Ross. Because it's great. He left the three kids to Diana Ross and she didn't know. That's a... They're going to turn up and she's going to go, what is it, trick or treat? No, we always wear these. Right?
He's left his kids to Diana Ross.
She doesn't know. It's like, we should all do it. Let's all put that in our... Like, it's be like Rick rolling.
Subject is history. Who wants to come in on that? Frank.
Let's do it. Yes, history. I think it's important not to trust history. Don't take things for granted. I watched that film, The Elephant Man, recently, and it suddenly struck me after all these years that the Elephant Man doesn't actually look like an elephant. He doesn't. The Elephant Man doesn't look like an elephant. If anything, he looks like fresh ginger. Now, obviously, if you're putting up posters trying to sell a freak show, you can't say, coming soon, the Ginger Man. Or people are going to think, OK, they're not the best-looking people in the world, but I'm not paying to see one. Now, you can edit history now, right? They've brought it... Scientists have found out which part of the brain contains your bad memories, and they have developed a drug, you must have read about this, that can actually erase bad memories. It's what Ronnie Wood's 20-year-old girlfriend calls the morning after pill.
Thank you very much, Frank.
They say the Queen spent £14,000 on a train journey from London to Liverpool. And that's what happens if you let an old-age pensioner use the self-service ticket machine.
Yeah. Things you wouldn't hear from a weather forecaster.
And finally, a warning to hay fever sufferers. Don't come sneezing near me or I'll rip your face off. It's going to be cloudier tonight. I love those German birds.
Deleted lines from Star Trek.
Captain, I can see an alien ship approaching. It's not showing up on the radar. It's a circular vessel, some sort of lettering and number... Oh, no, sorry, it's my tax disc.
Is it ruined our country, bastard? But what you're forgetting, I think, that we don't know what goes on in the cabinet, and everyone's got to remember that he has got one eye that doesn't work, and perhaps he would do what I would do if I was him in the cabinet. I'd wear an eye patch. I'd sit there with an eye patch on, and I'd have a white cat.
There is a theory that Brown would put it over the wrong eye. There's also another thing that no one's going to run against Brown at the moment because what's the prize? You get to lead Labour into an election they'll probably lose. It's like going, oh my God, we've hit an iceberg. Can I drive the ship for a while? Can I?
It's like whatever is thrown at him, he still sort of gets up again. You half expect, like, Brian Blessed to just pop up every now and again and go, Gordon's alive.
He keeps on saying, I'm getting on with the job. He's like the Millwall of politicians. Nobody likes him, but he doesn't care.
But that's what I mean. He's one of those, he's having a go, and you think, well, that's all right, but you're running the country. It's like if somebody came in and said, look, I'm not a great surgeon, but I'll have a go. You know what? It's
basically...
Put the hours in.
I've sewn on a button, so I know I can finish the job, but getting to the stuff... I'm sure I'll recognise the kidney when I see it.
I've played the board game. I've played the board game.
I think it must only be in the south, because, you know, if we ate more pies in the north than we do already, they'd have to invent, like, a breakfast pie.
We've also got a little bit cosmopolitan as well. I was up with my mum and dad's because I've been gigging in Liverpool. I'll come downstairs for breakfast, and instead of having a normal breakfast, my dad was sat there with a croissant, because my mum's gone all continental. And he sat there with this croissant. I just looked at him, he looked at me, he went, yeah, I know. I said, what's your croissant like, Dad? He said, it's shit. He said, croissants are just empty pasties.
The subject is home life. Who wants to go with that? Sarah.
My home life involves no children. I don't really like children. And if you ask, most of my female friends don't have kids. If you ask any woman who doesn't have kids what would worry them about having kids, the answer would always be childbirth. So from what I understand of childbirth, it changes you downstairs, doesn't it? Changes you downstairs. I quite like my downstairs the way it is, thanks very much. Certainly don't want an extension. But it's bound to change, though, isn't it? Because you're forcing a person out. That's what you're doing. You're forcing a person out. I've never forced a person out. I forced a couple in. But I was in a shop recently, and this little boy came running over to me, put his hand in mine and shouted, "Mammy!" And I thought, oh, sometimes forget me keys, but I think I'd remember that. And then his dad came over, and I thought, I wonder if this is the best chat-up line ever. And his dad's going to go, "No, no, that's not your mammy. Remember, your mammy left us because my willy's too big."
The topic is fitness.
I think as a country we all know that we're not as fit as we used to be. We still sell a lot of sports clothing, though. I'm from Liverpool. If you ever go to Liverpool and you look around at the number of people in tracksuits, you'll think you're in an Olympic village. The reality is you've only got to see the size of the tracksuits to know that you're not in an Olympic village. And the problem is when you invest in some sport and clothes, you feel you've got to do something with them. I bought a brand new pair of running shoes, a brand new pair of shoes that I thought I'll have to do something. One of my mates said, "Why don't you join us? A few of us are doing a 10K race." Never run a 10K before, and when you enter, you've got to put an estimated finish time. I didn't know what to put down. I phoned my mate Sam up. I said, "What shall I put down?" He said, "Oh, put 22 minutes. I thought that seems optimistic. I'll put 24 minutes. I sent the form in. I turned up on the day of the 10K race. I turned up with my mates. I was stood there with an orange number. All my mates had blue numbers. The steward came up to me. He said, "What are you doing here?" I said, "Well, I was thinking of running the race." He said, "No, what are you doing back here with all the blue numbers?" I said, "Why?" He said, "Well, you're an orange number." I said, "So what?" He said, "Well, if you're an orange number, that means you're an elite athlete." He took me to the front. It was me and 3 Kenyans.
The next round is called If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? On the board there are 6 categories. Sarah, which category would you like?
Oh, entertainment, please,
OK,
Darren.
grand. Entertainment is the category. The answer is 1.84 billion. What is the question?
Is it how many different members of the Sugar Babes there'll be before they're actually any good?
The guy who invented Kraft, I think it was like John Kraft or something, his original job where the company built itself, he was a door-to-door cheese salesman.
Well, actually...
If there was someone from another era, would you ever trust, ding dong, would you like some cheese?
No.
A man walking door to door.
I could beat that. My mate, when he was younger, used to be a door-to-door karate salesman. Can he do karate? No, he can't.
That question there could have been answered so many... You could have asked that question any week. Who gobbled up Cadbury's this week? Obviously, this week it's Kraft. Most weeks it would be sad, lonely women at that sort of...
I'll tell you what, though...
I'm not lonely.
And also... there is something...
I'm genuinely worried about dairy milk, though, because I don't know where it's my one source of milk.
So what's for dairy milk? Your bones would be nothing, you know?
there was this big thing with all the phone debates when people were phoning up complaining, and it was beautiful moments of radio. I don't know if anyone heard it, but there was a woman on the phone saying, it's terrible what they've done, it's terrible that we're allowing them to sell a British institution like Cadbury's. And the radio presenter, it was Jeremy Vine, he actually said, well, are you going to join the calls for a boycott of Cadbury's chocolate? She went, oh, I won't go that far.
My sister bought me a box of 48 bars, the standard size bars of dairy milk for Christmas, and I think she thought it would be like one a day and it would last for ages, and I just opened it with a kitchen knife. I did think about putting them all out on the bed and, like, writhing around naked, like an indecent proposal.
Don't do that. Never mix sex and chocolate. Women tend to look like Morph.
Unlikely things to hear at an awards ceremony.
I'll just open the envelope. Oh, it's full of gold.
And now we're going to watch a film showing some of the people that we've lost this year, including 2 you didn't even know were dead.
And the winner of the best scientist in physics is... There's no ramp, Stephen Hawkins, it's not you.
The next category is things you wouldn't want to hear on a cruise.
Oh, yeah, we were on this last year when it sunk. Thanks for coming to the show. I've got to be honest, it's been a while since I've sung this one. Do you want to be in my gang, my gang?
I'm looking for a really old husband with money. How's your heart?
The subject is obesity. Who wants to come in on that?
I'd like to start by congratulating the Scots, who've been voted the most obese nation in Europe. Well done to you. Which is ironic, really, considering that the Scottish unofficial national anthem goes, "And I would walk 500 miles."
Okay, thank you very much. Unlikely things to hear at the Oscars.
They said they couldn't make the Sally Gunnell story. But here we are.
Because if it was the Daily Mail, it would be an exclusive, and it would just be, Hamza is foreign git. Are we close?
The H does stand for Hamza.
Hamza is found guilty.
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
Do you think the judge said to him, the one thing you have got is a leg to stand on?
See, I don't want to join in too much because I'm Danish and we've done enough, really.
Yeah, you have. Just having you here is
I know, it's quite dangerous.
It's a brave statement on behalf.
His real name isn't Abu Hamza, is it?
It's something Camel, isn't it?
It's Gary Glitter.
Yeah.
Right, the next round is called Between the Lines and features Sandy and Hugh. Would you please make your way to the press pit, please? In this round, one of them takes on the role of a person in the news addressing the media, while the other translates what they really mean. Sandy, you are Her Majesty the Queen, reflecting on the anniversary this week of her 54th year on the throne.
My most loyal and trusted subject.
Dear Chavs.
As one approaches one's 80th birthday, one can hardly believe that one has reigned for quite so long.
As one approaches one's 80th birthdays, Prince Charles cannot believe that one has reigned for quite so long.
I've tried to be a modern monarch, in touch with all my peoples around the globe.
High five, big shout to the Commonwealth posse.
During my reign, I have had many great joys and triumphs.
Yesterday, I won a 7-horse accumulator at Hayden.
I've also watched the nation change many times for the better.
Except for the trains, they're shit.
But there have also been times of terrible loss.
But there have also been times of terrible loss.
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 I lost things.
My yacht.
my private train. Zimbabwe.
Well done, Sandy and you. If this is the answer, what is the question? On the board are 6 categories related to current events. For each chosen category, I read out an answer and the players have to guess what the question might be. So, Sandy, would you like to choose a category?
World news.
OK, your category is world news.
Yeah.
The answer is butter, mascara and pumping equipment. What is the question? All right, it's to do with a protest. Let's steer this towards an answer.
It's
Protest.
a Danish thing, is it?
Yes, it is a Danish thing. You want to put that in the form of a question?
Was it not a question?
Is it the
Is
Danish
this the
thing?
Danish thing?
Is it the Danish thing? Butter, mascara and pumping equipment? Yes.
I have to say, as a Dane, I couldn't be more surprised. The words I never thought I would hear in my entire life are the words protest outside Danish embassy. Because you just think, about what? More cream in the pastries. Do you know what's very strange is that 27 years ago when I was at university, I studied Muslim law. I was one of the first people to study Muslim law in this country. And I'm also Danish, and I have never been so popular with the newspapers. They go, where can we find a Dane who knows about Muslim law? Wait a second. Whoever thought those two things in my life would suddenly come together?
That is the weirdest Venn diagram in the world.
It is
right?
strange.
Set of all the people who are Danish, set of all the people, and then just you in the middle.
No, that's it. I'm the one.
Yes,
Yeah.
in the shaded area.
Yes.
It's just...
The Danish paper said that all they were trying to do was test extremist Muslims. You think, oh, well done, that was a fantastic idea. That goes right down with the whole kind of whether a bull can pass the whole red rag test as it's waggled in front of its face, or testing how hot a fire is by shoving your hand into it and go, oh, it is hot, I have burnt my hand, I thought I would, but it's nice to know that, it's nice to be sure. I'll check again. Still hot. Yeah, still hot. In these volatile times, ow again.
Except that's not quite... I mean, at the risk of telling the truth, that's not exactly what happened. And it did take 5 months for anybody to get upset about it. That's mainly because it has a very small circulation, this newspaper. And the actual cartoons that people got upset about were never printed in the Danish paper. So I'm a little bit defensive about it, because the ones that people actually got upset about that were shown around the Middle East are 3 cartoons that were never, ever printed in Denmark anywhere.
It's tough to explain that to a mob, isn't it, though?
It is. Oh, come on, guys, let's get our facts and figures sorted out.
You might as well send out the little Lurpak guy with the trombone going... What you don't want to hear in an NHS hospital.
There's been the most hilarious misunderstanding during your vasectomy.
Commercials that never made it to air.
Run out of loo roll? Why not use this fluffy dog?